Welcome to a new edition of BMS 365 e-learning tips. Today we're talking about a topic that's equal parts lifesaver and a pitfall in visual manufacturing: visual fixes. When things don't reconcile, these tools can pull you out of the ditch fast, but used casually, they can turn a small problem into a full-blown archaeological dig through your transaction history. In this video, I'll start with the foundation, the must-know concepts, so the tools make sense when you actually need them. So, what are visual fixes? Visual fixes are programs and processes that correct inconsistencies in data and transactions inside the database. Think of them as repair tools. Some are like a first aid kit, routine, structured, and designed for common issues. Others are more like power tools, incredible when used correctly, but you don't want to swing them around with your eyes closed. The main place you'll work is Costing Tools, located under the Admin menu. Inside Costing Tools, the most important area to know is cost analysis. This is your dashboard light. It doesn't just tell you something is wrong, it helps you narrow down where the smoke is coming from. Cost analysis compares transaction values to what's posted by manufacturing journal and posting date, and it highlights exceptions. When you find an exception, the standard approach is straightforward. Identify the line, mark it as a posting candidate, save, and then follow your normal cycle, usually preparing journals and running costing utilities, so Visual recalculates and posts the correction properly. That's Visual doing what it's good at, rebuilding consistency instead of you trying to patch it with guesswork. Now, if cost analysis is the dashboard, the reports are your X-rays. 3 reports are especially useful. First, cost distribution analysis. This is great for spotting mismatches between in and out costs by part ID over a date range. If your valuation looks haunted, this report helps you figure out which parts are carrying the ghost. Second, PO accrual analysis. This compares receiver values to invoice values, and it shows receipts not invoiced yet. It's basically a reality check for your accrual account: what you've received, what you've actually been invoiced for, and what's still in limbo. Third, journal preparation analysis. This report is like a flight plan. It shows transactions by manufacturing journal, indicates what's marked as posting candidates, and helps you confirm what Visual is about to process before you hit the button. Now let's talk about the 2 big levers, the main fix actions that solve a lot of real-world problems when used with discipline. This applies if you are using actual costing. The first is Recalculate distributions. Recalculate distributions is like telling Visual, recheck the math and the connections for this part. It reevaluates receipts and related issues for a specific part, and if it finds discrepancies, it flags transactions as posting candidates so they'll be recosted in the next costing utilities run. Best practice is to be targeted. Don't treat it like a spray and pray button. Use the right part and use a sensible start date so you're not recalculating from the dawn of time. The second big lever is Force FIFO. This one is a heavy-duty wrench. Force FIFO rebuilds links between in and out transactions and reassigns costs when links are broken or costs aren't flowing through properly. Best practice, run Force FIFO one part at a time whenever possible and always set a start date. After that, you typically run costing utilities and prepare journals so the recalculated costs flow through cleanly. Force FIFO can straighten the pipes, but you still need to turn the water back on and check for leaks. You may also see other recalculation options, like recalculating work in process balances or inventory balances. These can be useful in the right scenario, but here's the golden rule: don't use them as a reset button just because something looks off. A reset can hide the symptom without curing the cause, like silencing the alarm instead of putting out the fire. Sometimes costing tools don't fully resolve the issue because the root cause is a process problem, like an incorrect entry, an overissue, or an issue returned that didn't link properly. That's where manual fixes come in. Manual fixes are like surgery with a checklist: careful steps, clean documentation, and verification. They can work extremely well, but they must be done methodically and ideally tested in a safe copy of the database first. And finally, the back-end utilities, the VMFX type tools. These are true power tools. They can synchronize quantities, recalculate certain work order or inventory fields, or fix balances used in standard reporting. They can help, but they're not everyday tools. They're the kind of thing you use with the right guidance, the right testing, and a good backup, because nobody wants their fix to become the next mystery novel. So here's the takeaway, your simple mental model. Start in Costing Tools. Focus on cost analysis to identify exceptions. Use the diagnostic reports, cost distribution analysis, PO accrual analysis, and journal preparation analysis to narrow the issue. And when you need corrective action, the two primary tools to know are Recalculate distributions and force FIFO used carefully and intentionally. For more specific knowledge or guidance on how to use a specific tool in your exact situation, contact us. We'll help you pick the right fix and avoid turning a small crack into a broken foundation. For more training, visit the BMS 365 video library. If you need access, reach out to BMS 365 support. For more information, you can contact Valeria Vico at valeriaibms365.com. And before you go, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss new BMS 365 e-learning tips and updates.